Good morning, dear Rotarians. As you all know that Rotary has been working in the field of humanity and serving humanity for such a long time, it has achieved its reputation as one of the greatest NGOs the world has ever seen. Rotary works with its focus on some specific issues which are known as the 7 areas of focus. Before we proceed further, let's have some information about the Rotary. The Rotary International was formed in the year 1905 with the initiative of Paul Harris. Today, I can proudly say that there are 1.2 million Rotarians who are working throughout the world. There are total 34,000 clubs and Rotary is working in more than 200 countries in the world. Now, the main mission of Rotary is to improve the lives of the people. While working in the field of humanity, Rotary has focused on certain areas. The major area of focus has been supporting education, and Rotary has been working in this field since its inception, that is in the year 1905. And as the time progressed, looking at the need of Rotary and need of the world, Rotary has started focusing on different areas. There are 7 main areas that Rotary focuses on. And my dear friends, these are the 7 areas. The first important area is peace building and conflict prevention and conflict resolution. Second is basic education and literacy, on which Rotary has been working since its inception in the year 1905. Third area of focus is disease prevention and treatment. The fourth one is water sanitation and hygiene. Fifth one is community economic development. The sixth one is maternal and child health. And the seventh one, which is recently added in the focus areas, is the supporting environment. This has been added looking at the need of the environment. Now, let's see these focus areas one by one. Though this is not a detailed information about all the Rotary's focus areas, but this will help you to get some basic knowledge about what Rotary does and what are the different areas Rotary focuses on. So my dear friends, the first area of focus of Rotary has been peace and conflict prevention and resolution. And February is the month which is dedicated to peace and conflict prevention and conflict resolution. Now you should know that Rotary was instrumental in creation of UN and UNESCO, which is dedicated to the maintenance of peace in the world. There were 5 Rotary members who have served as presidents of the UN General Assembly till date. And today, Rotary holds top consultative status at ECOSOC. Now, this is evident itself that today the most important need of the world is peace. And Rotary knows it right from the beginning. And that's why Rotary devotes a considerable amount of time and energy in the maintenance of peace in the world. Now, the second area of focus of Rotary is basic education and literacy. As I have told you in the beginning itself, that in the year 1905 itself, Rotary has devoted itself for the development of education throughout the world. Now, what Rotary does in this field? Rotary tries to bring the children, particularly who are out of the flow of education. They provide basic education to teachers. Rotary knows it very well, as Nelson Mandela himself has said, that education is the most important weapon with which you can change the world. We all know one thing, how important education is, and that's why September is the Basic Education and Literacy Month for Rotary. And we know how important education is. So, the basic education and literacy are essential for reducing poverty, improving health, encouraging community and economic development, and promoting peace. According to a survey, it was found that if all women completed primary education, there would be 66% fewer maternal deaths. And a child born to a mother who can read is 50% more likely to survive past the age of 5. That is the importance of education. It is also important to note the fact that if all students in low income countries left school with basic reading skills, 171 million people could be lifted out of poverty, which would be equivalent to 12% cut in the world poverty. The world is making good progress in this area. According to 2014 United Nations Millennium Development Goal Progress Report, literacy rate among the adults and youths are on the rise, and the gender gap in literacy is narrowing, but pressing global needs remain. 67 million children worldwide are out of school. That is a major matter of concern. Even after 4 years of primary schooling, as many as 250 million children cannot read and write. 781 million adults are illiterate. With these facts in the stride, Rotary is doing its best to promote education. And that's why this is the second area of focus. Now, the third area of focus for Rotary is disease prevention and treatment. The fact that we all know that Rotary has worked tirelessly for the eradication of polio throughout the world, and everyone recognizes Rotary's contribution in polio eradication. Rotary till now has donated $2 billion for polio eradication, and there are countless volunteer hours that Rotary has contributed. Rotary says we educate and equip communities to stop the spread of life-threatening diseases like polio, HIV/AIDS, and malaria. We improve and expand access to low-cost and free healthcare in developing areas. The next area of focus is water, sanitation, and hygiene. And the month that is devoted to it is March. Clean water, safe sanitation, and hygienic education are basic necessities for healthy environment and productive life. WASH is an acronym that refers to the global development issues of water, sanitation, and hygiene. Due to their interdependent nature, these three core issues are grouped together to prevent a growing sector. While each is a separate field of work, they are also interdependent on the presence of the other and represent a current global crisis. When it comes to water, 663 million people do not use an improved drinking water source, most of whom are poor and live in the rural areas. About sanitation, 2.4 billion people still lack the improved sanitation facility, and among them, almost 950 million people still practice open defecation. And this concern is self-evident in many countries, even the developing countries like our own India. Of the range of hygienic behaviors considered important for health, hand washing with soap is a top priority in all settings. At least 3,000 children die every day. Yes, you heard it right. 3,000 children die every day from diarrheal diseases. an avoidable consequence of poor water, sanitation, and hygiene. And this is the reason why Rotary has adopted this as the fourth area of focus. The fifth area of focus for Rotary is economic and community development. And that's why Rotary has included it in one of its focus areas. Economic and community development is one of the basic areas of focus in Rotary service. Rotary clubs and Rotarians conduct projects and activities that benefit the communities they serve. It is concerned with what communities need and their unique or particular necessity to the people of community that can help them improve their economic way of life. It is also evident that Rotary adopts different villages and encourages the people living there to do some business or productive activities that will bring employment not only to them but also the people living in the village. Rotary clubs are able to invest in projects and activities that can help alleviate the standard of living of people in the community they serve. Supporting the economic development of impoverished community by developing opportunities of productive work is a means to help lessen poverty to those communities being served by a club. The sixth area of focus is maternal and child health. And the month dedicated to this is April. It is well known that every day mothers risk their lives giving birth and millions of children die each year from treatable, preventable causes. At least 7 million children under the age of 5 die each year due to malnutrition, poor health care, and inadequate sanitation. To help reduce this rate, Rotary provides immunization and antibodies to babies, improves access to essential medical services, and supports trained healthcare providers for mothers and their children. Rotary's projects ensure sustainability by empowering the local community to take ownership of health care training programs. The seventh area of focus, which is recently added in the earlier 6 focus areas, is supporting the environment. In June 2020, the Rotary Foundation trustees and the Rotary International Boards of Directors who voted unanimously to approve the environment as its 7th area of focus. And in January 2021, they finalized the policy detailing the kind of projects that will now become eligible for global grants. So my dear friend, these are the 7 areas of focus for Rotary. Rotary has been working tirelessly for more than a century now. You can also join Rotary and contribute whatever you can for the cause of humanity and all the focus areas that I mentioned. Thank you for listening. Keep yourself updated with the knowledge. Like the video if you really liked it. Subscribe the channel for more information like this. That's all for now. This is Rotarian Mahesh Mali from Jalna. Bye for now.